Hello, hello, hello there. Autoimmune Prepper here. Happy Tuesday. I hope you are having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope everyone is safe and well. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. But no, I did want to talk about something real quick. So, we know that there's an eviction moratorium going on, right? So I'm just wondering, for any of you out there, if you are included in the eviction moratorium, if you have not been able to take care of your rent and you've been unemployed and you have been depending on the eviction moratorium, which currently is expected to end the end of July, July 31st. I'm just curious, have you been making a plan B and C if possible? Do you have family members that you're going to be able to go and stay with so that you don't get evicted? Or have you worked out something with your landlord? I know it's a pretty touchy situation. It's pretty rough. Now, granted, I'm sure there were many people who just took advantage of the situation, which I don't think was pretty smart, not unless you had an exit strategy. But anyway, with that being said, I don't think that it would have been fair to your landlord, unless he was a slumlord and just deserved it. My, how the tables turn. Can you imagine? Imagine this. You were living in a building and you had a nasty, mean landlord. Never wanted to fix anything, but always wanted that rent money on time. Treated you just like a crap. Treated you like you were his stepchild the whole time you lived in his unit. And then, and then times you were struggling and, you may have asked for help, give me a little break. And he didn't. He slapped those 3-day notices on your door or call and harass you for rent. And then 2020 rolls around and C-19 hits the scene. And guess what? We have an eviction moratorium in place. You cannot evict these people. Although some owners, I guess, did find loopholes and found ways around evicting people. There were other reasons you could have evicted. But for the most part, people were able to stay in their homes, not pay rent. So if you were one of those people that had one of those nasty slumlords, oh, I bet you socked it to him. It was right up your alley. He was like, oh, okay. You want to be nasty? You've been nasty all these years, remember? Maybe had you been nice to me, I would have kept on paying my rent because I had the money to pay it. But since you want to be so nasty to me in the past, guess what? I'm not paying you nothing because I don't have to. Because we are in an eviction moratorium and you cannot evict me. And then you had your plan set up to the side. I'm not paying him nothing. I'm going to stack all my money. I'm going to buy all the big screen TVs I could buy. Put them up so when I move, I have my new televisions. I'm going to go get me a new car. And you just rubbing it all in his face. And he mad because he know good and well you got money to pay your rent. But you're not giving him a dime and he can't do nothing about it. That's why you don't be nasty to people. That's why you should treat everybody nice and with respect and help them when you can, because tables can turn and they do. And you wind up with the short end of the stick being nasty. But anyway, back to the main point. So for those of you who are really in a bad situation and you still have not gotten employment or you are still not able to I don't know how anybody would be able to catch up on all that back rent. That's what, 15, 16 months of unpaid rent. Ew, I don't know. That's kind of tough. So I just wanted to ask. I'm just concerned and wondering, what are your what are your backup plans? Do you have any? Over the past year, you should have been thinking about, what your next move was going to be. Or again, if you had a good rapport with your owner, you should have been, seeing what kind of arrangements could have been made. So, they've kicked this thing down the road. What they say, kick the can down the road for quite a while now. Who knows? Will they extend it past July 31st? I don't know. But it's just really a tough, thin line situation, because you have these mom and pop owners of single family homes or duplexes, fourplexes, and they can't do anything. Hands are tied, because they need to pay the mortgages as well, and they depend on obviously their tenants to get that money to pay for those mortgages, because you can't put everything in a forbearance. I believe it was only like maybe your main property. But it's a slippery slope. It's tough on both sides. So I just wonder what the outcome is going to be. Again, if you're in that situation, I hope that you have family members or a friend that you can go and stay with, if you need to, if it comes to it. Now, granted, although there are going to be probably a lot of evictions being filed in the court, it may still take months before your case comes up and, you have to move. But I absolutely would not wait until the sheriffs come knocking on the door for me to leave. Start thinking of a master plan if you haven't already started thinking. So that was just on my mind. I just kind of wonder where everybody stood with that. What are your thoughts on the eviction moratorium? Are you someone that is stuck between a rock and a hard place with that? And if so, what have you been trying to do? Do you have any resources? Have you come across any resources? Are you working with nonprofit organizations to help you stay in your place? Again, I said it's a slippery slope, and it is, because if you are a property owner, you want your property back, you want to be able to rent it out. Now, what I don't like and what I don't think is fair is, if you are a property owner, some of you have been going up on the rent anyway. It's like, come on. The people already can't afford to pay what it is they're paying, and you're going to go up on rent? And now is not the time to be greedy. Now is the time to be fair, because remember, tables can turn. And the shoe, it doesn't feel so good when the shoe is on your foot. What to say? There's a saying, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So be fair across the board. You got to put yourself in other people's shoes. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and get your thoughts on that and say hi, and make sure that, even with that being said, I know it's kind of tough. It's easier said than done. But, you still need to prep. You still need to have your important things with you when it comes to prepping. So, it's just a balancing act. So you have to balance. You have to see what works for you, and, just hunker down. But hang in there if you are stuck in that situation. I do feel for you, and I hope you get it worked out. If you're one of those people who are really struggling with this situation. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you are new to this channel, I ask you to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I put out new videos. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone who could use some encouragement. They could use a little bit of advice. Just put a tad bit of advice in there. And again, I hope everyone's situation works out for the best on both ends, because it's very concerning. Homelessness is just off the charts, and we don't need to see any more people homeless. So they really need to come up, with a plan. And then you have unemployment ending for many. On that note, I just kind of suggest, if you were someone that was enjoying the benefits of unemployment, and you could have gone to work, but you chose not to because unemployment paid more. Okay, I got it. But that's going to be ending. What is your backup plan when it comes to that? Because right now you have store owners saying that, nobody wants to work. They can't hire anybody. So my suggestion is, while the hiring is good and you can get your foot in the door, I suggest you start now, because unemployment is supposed to end in September. Well, I'm here in California. I know some other states plan on stopping unemployment long before that. So while there's not a long line of people trying to break down the doors to get a job, you can get your foot in the door and get your job now. Cut your unemployment short and go get that job right now. Because you don't want to be out there when the competition is fierce. And then, you got all these people to compete against. So get out there and get your job right now. Lock it in, because in July, September will be here before you know it. So get something locked in and, get back to work. Or, start your own business. Whatever it is you need to do. But you need to do it, because what you don't want to do is be sitting around, unemployment ends, and then you don't have any more money, where you can get a job now and not have to worry about that later on down the line. So again, anyway, I'm going to go. Don't want to hold you guys any longer. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, share, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.